Time for an EDC update, so I'll just get straight into it. Thought I'd start off with the bag first for a change. So the bag, brand new, just got it. It's a Maxpedition, can't remember the model, Magnilla or something. Sling bag. Got a hydration pouch. It's also a CCW pouch. Compression locks. Little zipper pouch down there on the front, which goes all the way down. Mesh pockets. Zippers. All the good stuff. Another pouch on top. And the main pocket. A lot of organisation. Another one under the flap. So that's brand new, haven't used it yet. That's going to be my new EDC bag. Normal EDC pack, the work bag, I'll get into in a second. What I'm planning on carrying in this is, so if I'm doing street photography, I always carry two kinds of cameras. I got a 35mm rangefinder, which is a Canon P, which I'm not going to use much after this. It was my birthday in May and this is one of the only gifts that I got, so I don't want this getting nicked or broken. So I've got film in this, so I'm just going to use it up to try it, and then after that it'll get used every now and then just to keep it working. But I'm not going to use it all the time for street photography. So the one I am going to use is a beta camera. Is a Soviet Russian Zorky 4. And the main digital camera, Sony A6000 with a GoPro Hero mount for the POV street photography videos. Got 2 spare batteries for that. It's a lens cloth. Got a spare film. I keep them in these old-fashioned film containers because they're metal and they're strong. And I always carry a spare roll, or in this case a fucked roll, because I didn't realise it was in a camera. Opened up the back and exposed it all to light, and it was on the 24th shot, so that's the entire thing ruined. Zebra marker pen, HC33 by Nightcore. Light reader for the rangefinder. And hand sanitizer. So I'm not doing photography, I'm not doing much of anything else. Not going to the woods are full of ticks and I'm not risking Lyme's disease, and I just cannot be bothered to cycle a few miles with fishing rods and tripods and backpack strap doors. So I'm not going fishing, I just can't be bothered with it at the minute. So at the minute, it's just street photography and photography in general. It's what's keeping us sane, helping us with social anxiety as well. I learned to see people not as people but as animals, so in my head I'm doing wildlife photography, so that's helped as well. But that's pretty much all I'm doing besides working at the minute. So the work bag is still the Czechoslovakian M60. I've got a Hero clip on the top and just the cheap crappy straps off of a Chinese assault pack I bought on eBay last year, which are the only things I've still got from that bag. rest of it disintegrated. So for the contents of the work bag, I've just gone right down to only what I need, and some of it I don't really use every day. It's just one of those things that comes in real handy when I do need it. So I got a first aid kit, very basic one. Use these every day, using lawnmowers and trimmers. Earplugs. Got sunscreen, safety glasses. One of the things I never really use, but when I do, it comes in really handy. We had a big job last week, and there was 4 gardens to cut that had just been built, and people were going to move into them. So the site manager said, "I'll go cut these 4 plots, front and rear." One of them, for some reason, was completely fenced off, didn't have a gate. So we couldn't get in, and the site manager just said rip some panels off the fence. But the guy I was with didn't have a hammer or anything, or a pry bar, so that saved the day there. Got a table flame lighter. Don't smoke, I just like setting things on fire. Lunchbox. Battery charger with a cable. Water bottle and waterproof pants. And that's it for the work bag. As far as my personal EDC goes. So a knife. Got a homemade pocket slip. Still got the Rosecraft. Forgot what model it is now. I sharpened it once. Holds a really good edge. And I really like how the tang stamp is actually stamped in. It's not a laser etching or anything. It's a proper stamp on both blades. Apart from that there, that's laser etching, I think. Never used a spear blade. Keep that for first aid. And just use that one. So that's my knife. Keys. Or keychain tools. Never changed since the last video. Still got the Leatherman Squirt PS4, Uncle Bill's leather grippers, Phoenix NW20 whistle, and the Olight i3E EOS. So that's my keys. Pen. Got a Zebra. Can't remember the name of this one or the model. It's the FXMD with a Fisher Space pen insert. Multi-tool for now. Leatherman rebar. This one's starting to disintegrate now. Handle went all floppy, and when I look, the 2 bits of metal that act as a slip joint have snapped off. So this handle flops now. Blade completely chipped out on the edge because it's just an overheated. It's not properly tempered or anything, so I've had to completely grind all the chips out. Since it's so hard, I didn't really want to use the Japanese Waterstone, so I just used a file. Filed it and then used a cheap stone up to 800 grit and then went over it with a file, one pass on each side to give it micro serrations, so now it's sharp enough to cut. But I don't want to waste too much time on that. And the rescue blade, snap the tip off of that as well. Hardly ever use this. Cutting a rope and it hit a piece of wood and just shattered, so guessing that's got a bad heat treat as well. But I'm not surprised, it's Leatherman. Phone, still got the Huawei P Smart. I think it's an old one from 2019. Bandana, I'm using Tangui, which is more of a traditional Japanese fabric. It's like a cross between a bandana and a shmog. Can be used for everything else that you would use a bandana and a shmog for, like first aid, mask, headwear, blah blah blah, thousands of uses, water filter, all of that. So it's unique to me. I'm the only person I know in the UK who carries one of those, so probably the only person outside of Japan who carries one of those. So yeah, I'm not going to carry that every single day, so sometimes I'll put a bandana on. Wallet, still using the Dango 810. Still got the same, not really issues or problems, they're just more slight annoyances, like the reel just gets covered in grit and dirt and whatnot. Sometimes it comes off too easy. Find it like that in the pocket and I've got to click it back in. Sometimes I click the card in and it won't go in properly and I've got to finagle it and fart around to try and get it in. But it's okay. Good beta wallet. It's not really something I care about. Took us a year to like the Travax Contour though, and that's now one of the favourite wallets. It's not the favourite, but it's one of them, so you never know. I've only had that about 2 months, so it might grow on us. Anywho, watches, still got the Hoya Octavia, which I don't use as a work watch. Work watch is the Casio. I'll take it off. Gravity Master, the new one. I think it's a 2024 model. I dig it. I promise you can't lie it flat for pictures or videos because it just springs up with a strap. It might wear in though. Anywho, still got the Sony earbuds. They're awesome. And that is my EDC for this month. Thanks for watching.